There's two men, one named Tom and one named Jeff. Tom sees an action film, and the main character is jacked. It could be some like Rocky Balboa situation. The main character is masculine, powerful, and he has a great physique. And that's the main thing that Tom notices, the physique. Tom sees this, and he sees his own physique, and he realizes that his physique is quite shocking. It's not good. So what does Tom do? Tom takes immediate action. He doesn't procrastinate, he doesn't wait around. He just goes straight to the gym and starts working. Now, I wish I could say the same for Jeff. But let's get into what Jeff done instead of the things that Tom done. Jeff, on the other hand, Jeff, he sees the same film on the same day. But what does Jeff do? Well, he copes. He sees his physique and he goes, "Oh, looks don't matter, I don't need to be big." So he goes and plays some video games to make himself feel better. He goes to level up the character in the digital world to make himself feel like he's achieving something. But then, he keeps on seeing his physique in the mirror, and he realizes that it's disappointing him. He realizes that his physique is not good at all. So he copes some more, and he goes and plays more video games. This is until one day where he starts getting made fun of by his mates. Because they overhear a group of girls saying that Jeff's physique is shocking. Ew. They would say, ew, he's super skinny. They overheard that and they shamed Jeff for that. So, this finally starts an FTE. Fuck this event. An FTE is where you go through a situation and it makes you want to change the trajectory of your life. This is what Jeff has just gone through. And going through this FTE finally makes him go to the gym and start to change his life. But going back to Tom, Tom's already in the gym. Tom's already made progress and made muscle. All because he took instant action whilst Jeff procrastinated and just coped. Made excuses. Excuses are pointless. Even if you do start making excuses, they're eventually going to run out. Let me give you an example. Let's say there was a dad. He's like 50 years old, and he has some children. They're now in primary school. They're young. They're like 6, 7 years old. So he's just going to say, "Oh, I've got work. Then I'm going to go pick up the kids. Then I need to look after the kids. I have no time to go to the gym." But what's not taken into consideration is, if he was like Tom, he would make time. He would go on Saturday, Sunday. He would ask his wife to look after the kids, whilst he goes to the gym for just an hour. But he's not. He's like Jeff. So he's going to make excuses, and then before you know it, the kids are in high school. Before you know it, the kids have left university. Now Tom's old. Tom's very old. And he realised all of his life he never even built the physique that he wished he had before. That's quite a sad existence, isn't it? All because he just pushed it off for so long. Now, it sounds cruel, but he deserves that end in life. He deserves what he had, to have the physique that he didn't want. He deserves that physique. Just like Tom deserved to have the more muscular and the better physique, because he went out there and got it. There's also zero benefit to making excuses. It's just going to slow you down, get you nowhere, and make you a worse value worst quality individual. Just start. No one started with the perfect routine. They honed in over time. I heard that from Joe Waller, Andrew Tate's friend. He said, just start the business. Just start. No one started with the perfect business plan. Over time, they improved it. Lamborghini, they started with trucks, tractors. They turned into supercars and everyday daily SUVs. They honed in over time, become better over time. Imagine if they never started. Imagine if they said, oh, I don't really know what I want to do, so I'm just never going to start. They would never have made millions, probably billions. They would have never got anywhere. But because they just took action and they just started and then they kept on learning whilst they're taking action, that's what got them to the place right now. And that's what you need to do with the gym. Just start and keep on going. Keep on learning. And then you eventually will, a few years down the line, have the perfect routine. I've told a lot of stories already in this video, but I'm going to tell you another one. I can personally relate to this one. I started the gym completely lost. I used to start and just do random exercises. There was a row of exercises when I was in year 8. There was a row of exercises in this gym I used to go to. And they all train different muscles. If you've been going to the gym for quite a while, you'll understand that's not what you want to do. You don't want to train biceps and then straight away jump to training legs. It doesn't make sense because the tension on the muscle is gone. So, with these row of machines, it'd be biceps, then I'll train chest, then I'll train triceps, shoulders, and my goal was to just be tired. Just, oh yeah, I'm going to train. If I feel a bit sore, feel a bit tired, I've done a good job. But that's not going to happen if you're going to use every machine in the gym to try and train every muscle within the space of less than 2 hours. I was never there for longer than 3 hours. And I was trying to train my whole body. Mental. Then I moved gyms after not going to the gym for almost a year. Started the gym in year 10. I was a bit more serious. I was watching more influencers online. I was getting a better understanding of the gym. But I still wasn't all there. Didn't know everything. So when I went there, the first machine I used was actually a back machine, but I thought I'd done chest. It was a chest supported back row. So you have your chest against a pad and then your row. And I done that 500 times. 500 reps. Think about that. I done no other workouts just because I wanted a big chest. I done 500 reps of like 10 kg. It sounds ridiculous, but that's what happened. And over time, my routines become better and better, and I can guarantee it probably will change even more because that's what happens when you're on this path. You are constantly improving, you're constantly changing how you deal with a situation, you constantly change how you want to achieve a specific goal. If you want to achieve a bigger bench, you most likely are going to change how you train now within 3 years. 3 years from now, you're going to train completely differently. Purely because you're finding new ways of training. So why did I tell you this? I told you this just so you can actually understand that people do hone in over time. People do improve over time. I don't just say start and hone in over time. I have personally done it. So I can tell you, you should also do that. You can take my word, start, and just get better over time. I don't want to sound gimmicky, I don't want to sound like a salesperson here, but I do sell a community. I sell a community that I'll speak about at the end of the video. and that's going to tell you how you're supposed to train, and it's also going to give you routines. I personally can go on a call with you and we can sort out your routine. Just speak for an hour, tell me your routine, and I can make you a timetable for the gym. Optimizing your routine is important. It really is important. Sounds like I've just contradicted everything there. It's like, Ethan, you just told me to just start instead of trying to optimize and get the best routine I can. Optimizing is very important, but don't make it paralyze you. You shouldn't be paralyzed from the thought of starting. You shouldn't think, oh, I can't start the gym because I don't know what to do. Optimizing is good because over time you're going to become better, but don't think about it too much, especially in your first month of the gym. Just go and train for a month. Do the basics. Train legs, train chest, triceps, and train back and biceps. Simple. Train them on different days, 3 different days. It's fine. Now, finishing off with this video is focus on the good habits rather than focusing on the bad habits. This is very specific, so if you're trying to quit a bad habit, such as poor eating, if you eat a lot of bad food and you struggle to eat good food, every time you eat bad food, just don't think about it. Don't think about all the times you've ate bad food. Instead, focus on all the times you've eaten good food to have some positive momentum. This means when you're in this positive state, it's 2 ways about this. When you're in a positive state, you're going to want to do more positive things. You want to do better things. It's going to mean you want to go to the gym now because you're in a better mood. You want to eat more better food because you felt good about eating the clean food before. The other side to it is if you look at it in a negative way, you're going to feel very bad about yourself. And this is going to make you overindulge in the bad food. Probably because you have something that you've been through sometimes. That can be the case. Almost all the time, it is the case that you have an addiction to either eating because you eat out of comfort, or if it's smoking, if it can be other drugs and substances like alcohol. Even if it's video games, people play video games because it's comforting. It's something comforting to do. But that's a video for another day, talking about past traumas, how to get over traumas, and making sure that you're in a clear headspace so you can focus on improving and achieving your goals. But right now, focus on the good habits. If you do a bad habit, as much as you want to hold yourself to it and put yourself down about it, because you naturally will feel bad about doing it, because you know it's a bad habit, don't. Resist, don't, and just tell yourself, it's okay, it's fine, it happened, but I'm improving. The fact that you want to stop right now, that's a massive jump. Most people play hours, and I mean hours. I used to play video games. I used to leave school, 3, get home, because I live right around the corner from school, so I could get home in like 15 minutes walking. So I'd just speed walk home, and then hop in the game. I'll be on that game, Fortnite, anything, until 10, 11 at night. That's hours in the game. So going from that, not even knowing that it's destroying your life, to now realizing, oh yes, I want to improve. That's a massive jump. That's the start of fully changing your life trajectory. If you didn't know what that is going to ruin your life, you're going to keep on doing it. But you've just started the curve, the change of path to improving your life. You should actually be proud of yourself right now. You should feel proud that you're watching a video like this. But going back to it, hype yourself up, say you're going to go 2 days, and that's big progress because you probably used to not have any days off. You're going to try and go 2 days without the addiction, without the bad food, without the games. And then if you do relapse, you do go back to the games and bad food, don't feel bad about yourself. Even if you relapse within a day, don't feel bad about yourself. Just tell yourself next week, tomorrow stops. Next week, I'm going to say, oh yes, I've not had that for a week. That's a big jump, but that's the goal. Try and go a week without it. Don't say, oh, I want to go without it for a year. Don't set a massive goal. Say, my goal is to work up to be able to go without it for a week. It's going to take some time. It's going to take a lot longer than you think to just go 1 week without it. But when you do, you feel great. Also, if it's food, make the whole kitchen dedicated to your goals. This can be hard if you have family that have bad food and they don't want to give up that bad food. It can be hard. It can be hard to try and push bad food away from you. But try your best to tailor things around you in your life to achieve your goals. If it's the games, remove the Xbox, remove everything, put it in its original box, or just put it out of the way, out of sight, and far away. Mine's in my cupboard, mine's in my wardrobe, just in the box, in the wardrobe, out of the way. And it's so much friction for me to actually get out of the box, plug it into my TV, which is facing away from my bed. I'll show you in a second, because this is the end of the video. I'll show you in a second. But my TV is out of the way, not even plugged in, face away from my bed. So that means I'd have to pick up my drawers, move it in front of my bed, plug in the TV over there, take out the Xbox and all the wires and plug it into my TV just to play an hour of video games. Imagine when I'm playing them games, I'm going to feel like such a loser. I've gone out of my way that much to play some Batman Arkham Knight, play some Call of Duty. I'll feel like a loser and most likely stop midway through doing it. Even if I did get onto the game, I'll literally stop playing the game. But yes, if it's food, tailor your whole life to achieve your goals. If any of the information in this video has helped you, make sure to go to Ethan Higgins 001 on Instagram, and there you can click the link in my description to go to my community like I spoke about before. And this is where you can pay for more information like this and get to one-to-one coaching and meet people like yourself. Goodbye. Actually, I'm going to show you the setup. Completely out of the way, not even plugged in.